Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm rvbshard. We are here yet again to talk about some EA E3-esque news. As you can see up there, BAM! We're going to be talking about EA Access. Now, if you don't already know what EA Access is, currently the EA Access that is available right now is basically a subscription service. You pay £20 a year? Yeah, £20 a year. Or I think it's like $25 a year, maybe 30 or something, and you get access to EA's Vault of Games, which includes stuff like Titanfall 2, Mass Effect 3, Andromeda, if you'd ever want to actually fucking play it, NHL fucking 18, and all these sort of other games. They add new games to them all the time, and you can also get like free trials and fucking early access to betas and shit. So it's okay. Like, I personally have an account myself because I like to have access to all the Command and Conquer games before they went and fucking taken a dump on it with Rivals. Ugh. Right? So we've got that. But what they announced at E3 was a new tier to access, which is EA Access Premier. Sorry, let me do this properly. Premier. Now, I've had a look at it, and to be honest, it fucking annoyed me beyond understanding of how fucking off the mark EA is. Right, I'm going to use the Xbox Game Pass as a sort of a counterpoint to this, because it's like the closest alternative there is currently. Now, the Xbox Game Pass allows you to play Xbox One games and Xbox 360 titles, not only from Microsoft, not only from your Xbox, but also from your PC if you have a Windows 10 PC, via the Play Anywhere system. Now, Xbox or Microsoft offers a 2-week trial of this for free for you to check out if you like it. You get access to games such as Gears of War 3 and 4, you get the Halos, you get freaking what's that other one they had? Halo Wars 1 and 2, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. So pretty much, as they said, and this will also include like Crackdown 3 when it finally shows up. So what they've said is basically when the game launches, you can get access to it if you have this thing, right? And it costs about $7.99 a month, which is a little on the fucking. It's okay. I mean, it's like $8. You're not really gonna miss it. So I've tried it out. I've got a test subscription. I haven't paid them anything. I've got this. I'm just making sure this is all clear and above board. I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything. I'm just saying I'm testing it out. I'm downloading State of Decay 2. I'm going to give that a blast, see how it plays. But then I looked over at the EA Access, and now the current EA Access they have, in my opinion, is pretty good, because you get access to loads of games with DLC, like you get the Mass Effect 3 fucking Ultimate Edition, so you get all the DLC with it for nothing. You get access to betas and shit early. You get access to stuff like I'm trying to think. There's like a whole bunch of shit. I don't have my Origin open right now, so I can't test. But my issue was when I looked at the price plan they have for the Premier version of EA Access. I cannot figure out what fucking headspace EA is in. Right? Not only is their monthly for this new tier double what Xbox Game Pass is, right? So we're talking $15 monthly, right? For their fucking bullshit version of their Premier service, which, by the way, the only advantage it has over the current EA Access is that you get games early. You get to access Battlefront 5 days early before anybody else. So that's it. You're basically paying them to be a beta tester. Because as most people know who've played online games, right? You've got an early beta that usually happens like 3 or 4 months before launch. So you get into that beta, You usually have to like pre-order or whatever, or you can get like a key if you're lucky. You get in and you test it, and that is like they give you a very small amount of the game to play. You test it. That is for them to do load testing, game testing, server fucking optimization, shit like that. But then what usually happens is once they've ironed out all those problems, there's usually another beta, especially for big online games. There's another beta that usually happens about a week before release, and this is where all the pre-orderers get in, and all these fucking everybody else who decided to miss the first one gets in, and that's so they can test server load and make sure that all the updates that they have made have not broken anything, and to give them to a wider audience so they can test more and from different regions of the world, i.e. globally, how their servers handle, how crossplay handles, how freaking interaction and lag is going to be an issue, so that when the game finally launches, the people who are buying it day one are not going to be lighting up their forums screaming that the game doesn't fucking work, and it's broken, and you can't get into games. So that's what they usually do. So essentially you are now paying to do the last minute beta test for them. And not only is that bullshit, it also kind of unbalances matchmaking in a massive way, because anybody who knows, who have run these concurrent betas, where the beta will run for like a week before the game and then you can just, it'll carry over, that always causes a problem for matchmaking in any online game. Because what happens is you've got players who are getting dropped straight in at the deep end against players who have been playing for like a week. And not only that, but usually the matchmaking system for the first at least couple weeks is always borked as fuck. So you'll get freaking noob players getting in and getting steamrolled by beta players. So it always sort of unbalances it. I prefer, if you're going to do a beta, that when you do the beta, before the game actually launches, you wipe everything and everybody starts on an even footing. Yes, they may have some knowledge of how things work, but they're not going to have extra gear unlocked. They're not going to have fucking vehicles and shit unlocked, perks unlocked, kill streaks, all this sort of crap. So that is a personal bugbear of mine that I hate. And the other thing I have to say about this EA Access Premier bullshit is the yearly subscription charge. Now, just remember, EA Access, the basic version, the version that is currently available, is $20 a year. Do you know how much Premier is? $90 a year. Fucking what? 70 fucking dollar increase? Are you fucking high? What bullshit is that? Right, I understand that they're probably trying to compete with Game Pass. Now, over the course of a year, a Game Pass will send you back about $90, give or take, because it's like $8 a month. So, I mean, do the math. It's going to be up there. But the difference being, Game Pass has never turned around and went, yeah, you can buy our service for $20, and then we're going to give you like a small upgrade. We're going to say you can get games like 5 days early, and then we're going to charge you an extra $70 for it. Fucking what? And not only that, their monthly is double that of Xbox. And this is what I don't get. They're not offering anything exclusive. There's nothing in the EA Access fucking Premier that is exclusive that you can get through only them. You can still access all these games via any other store that you purchase them from. Physical copies, freaking from Amazon, Good Old Games, maybe not some EA stuff. You can't get them on Steam because I know they've got a problem with fucking Valve, right? But you can still get the games anywhere else. The difference between them and Game Pass is Game Pass actually offers you something that is exclusive. You can only get those games if you have an Xbox or a Windows 10 PC. So you can experience the games that Xbox have called exclusives, that are first-party games that they have developed themselves, with the Game Pass. You can't do that with EA Access, because you can still get the games anywhere. And even that, it's kind of like manufactured exclusivity. Because the stuff in the Game Pass isn't all theirs. Or the stuff in the EA Access isn't all theirs. There is other games on there. I think the main thing that really irks me, though, is the pricing. To jump from $20 a year to 90, that's pretty fucking bold-faced, and it feels like EA still doesn't understand the reason people are pissed at them is the greed, and it is fucking blatant in this that they're charging double what Xbox is charging for a similar service, and they're charging a massive spike in their yearly price plan for the same service that you're already getting for $20 a year, with the only caveat being that you can get newer games early. Fucking why? To me, it just feels like EA is that one kid that shits in the pool, and expects no one to notice the giant, festering, sewage-smelling crap buoy that they have left floating in this pool of their own bullcrap. Because at no point have they got it through their fucking head that people hate them. They have legitimately ruined franchises, destroyed studios, and have continually put out freaking bullcrap like their E3 conference where they are smug as fuck and don't realize that their shit does stink. It is bad. What they have done is bad. They have more money than any other game developer on the face of the fucking earth. And yet, instead of taking the time to develop quality products, let the developers, the teams who actually build the fucking games, like BioWare and Visceral and all these other people, the skilled people who know what they're doing, create an experience that people will love and enjoy and continue to come back to year after year and want to see the next sequel and see the next chapter of these adventures. Instead of doing that, they just fart out mediocre bullshit and wonder why everybody hates them. Take a look at what you did to Star Wars. The biggest franchise, the biggest science fiction franchise on the face of the planet, and you somehow managed to bugger that up twice. I think that pretty much says it all, EA. Get your head out of your ass. I mean, if you'd offered this premiere service for maybe like double the price of the original, like $40 a year, maybe even $50 a year, most people wouldn't have really said much about it. Personally, I would have been like, oh, it's a bit pricey, but whatever. Right? But the fact that you've jumped $70 in price range from the basic version to the premium version, which gives very little advantages over the current service, is fucking greedy. You are being greedy. You do not need to charge that. You don't need to charge that for this service. You have the money. You can take the hit and you can build goodwill between yourself and the fan base that you are continually shitting on. But that's it. That's it, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm personally pissed off at EA's continual bullcrap, that they are just blatantly clueless about the market that they are trying to sell shit to. I mean, we're the gamers that buy their games and keep those fuckers in business, and I know for a fact that Anthem is going to flop severely because they have no clue what they're doing. They have a possibility of a new IP, a new franchise that could build some momentum, try and repair the damage that Andromeda did to BioWare, but instead, it seems like EA is continuing their philosophy of mismanagement and cunt fuckery, where they just fucking like ham-handedly deal with IPs and ruin shit. So, personally, I don't see much coming from EA that's going to really save them. They're dumb, and I can't comprehend a company with that much money, that much talent working under them, to be continually fucked over by incompetent management. It just hurts my head. That's, you know what, I could spend all day talking about fucking EA and how much they hurt my head, but I'm not gonna, because you busy people, you got shit to do, and so do I. So I'm gonna leave it there. I apologize if I've been rambling. None of this was scripted. It's just my feelings in regards to EA and their fucking brain dead piece of shit management. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Peace out, guys. I will catch you all next time. Remember, leave comments down below if you agree, disagree, or think I am a raging baboon. I'm okay with anything. Peace out.